So let me tell you a story. When I was working security a while ago, it was like, man, was it 10 years ago? Buddy call, hey, I need security. Okay, fine. I go work. And it was on the university campus. And there was, of course, a coffee cafe where all the stupid people who imagine they're intelligent were sipping their espresso and studying. And I kind of made it a point because I had to walk through to like look at the books that were open to see if there are any charts, formula, or if it was all text. Because if it's all text, it's not nothing. It's stupid. You're a moron. You don't. No. You don't understand. I'm not the one asking for a student loan bailout for my PhD in literature or whatever. And so I just want to quickly look at it and see like what were these people studying. And I think there was like two dudes, of course, studying anything to seem to have some kind of math involved. Whereas everyone else was just these thick books and writing in their notebooks. Oh, flip page, flip it. Ooh, another full page. Oh, flip page, flip page. I was like, man, I remember that in school where you're studying nothing, where you have, whether it's the liberal arts, the social sciences, all these prereqs, where instead of getting to the point, being succinct and precise with, it's not to say there isn't any valuable academic or knowledge to be gained from an introductory communications course. But unfortunately, academia goes the complete opposite direction and divides, dilutes, stretches out very simple concepts into months long courses. And I just, especially in business courses, just common sense concepts stretched out over at times weeks, if not months. So the Boston Consulting Group graph. Oh boy, we really had to spend a SWOT analysis. Got it. You don't need a full course on it. But this is how they keep worthless people employed as adjuncts, professors, admins, TAs, things like that. And you stupid kids are dumb enough to sign up for it because it's a college experience. And you just love it when other people tell you you're smart when you're not. Oh boy, like 50 years ago it meant something when you went to college. Now it's a joke. Now you're a moron. You signed up how much per credit? But anyway, getting back to my security guard story, I was looking and I'm like, man, I remember having to write these stupid papers that weren't objective, and it was a form of torture having to write papers about nothing. More modernly, I guess what you get to write about Marxism and feminism and socialism and whatever other made up concepts and BS academia's come up with you. And I hate the adults, man. Can't even call them boomers. It's still Gen X. Gen X could have came in and said, yeah, we're not requiring bachelor's required, master's preferred. No, we're getting rid of that. We're getting rid of Karen and HR, getting rid of HR altogether. Here's your self-certification. Bring it back training programs. We haven't. If anything, the Gen X bosses have gone the complete opposite direction. Oh, now we're doing diversity and inclusion. That whole don't be bigoted? Yeah, we're not. We're doing the opposite. We are being bigoted now. And you're a bad person if you're a straight white male. And that's how simple it is. No, it's more nuanced. No, go write a paper about it. It ain't more nuanced. You're so jealous. You're so jealous and envious. That's what it is. Just there, I in one sentence, I summarized half the degrees being offered by college today, and the entire diversity, inclusion, and equity. So, I look, I'm like, wow, that sucks, and you got to go through that just so you could get a job. And so this is why college is for the most part a scam. The fact we charge money for education, for knowledge, instead of allowing people to self-certify is the single worst thing we do to young people today. Education should be free because knowledge is free. It's on the internet. You should be allowed to test out, clap out, whatever. But that's not the world we live in because the Gen Xers have not liberated anyone, and the boomers just, yeah, good going, Grandpa. You get to go to college. And since it is a scam, this is why I have no problem endorsing academic composition. Because it's just a waste. Writing these papers is just a waste. You didn't learn anything from it. You could be working. We could be contributing to GDP. I mean, it wouldn't solve the problems, but definitely lessen our financial troubles. That if instead of spending 2 years, instead of having two-thirds of every generation of young people spend 2 years writing these stupid papers and studying things that just aren't real, just worthless bupkis. Instead, if they went and worked or learned a trade or something like that, we'd solve a fair amount of our problems. Not all of them, of course, but we'd be in definitely a better position. And since this is a scam to enrich completely talentless, worthless, I can't even call them academic professionals, just TAs and professors. I think you have every right to cheat in return. That's why I endorse academic composition. And academic composition is ran by Alex and his crack team of writing staff, and they write your papers for you. Now, if you're going into medicine or engineering or a real degree, I would not recommend it. You have a real job, a real profession. But if you're going, oh God, business degrees and MBA, oh dude, MBAs. If you're an MBA, okay, let's go back to the corrupt employment sector. You need your MBA to advance. Do I? Even though the MBA teaches you nothing intelligent, nothing new, nothing useful, I need to get an MBA because you're an old fart, outdated, moronic boomer. Okay, dude, outsource it. Just have Alexi and his staff write it. Just get your MBA. It's like, geez, Jones, you're going through your MBA program real quick. I sure am, Bob. What'd you learn? Nothing new, Bob. I learned MBAs are worthless. That's what I learned, Bob. And so if they're going to cheat, if this employment / education industry is going to be corrupt, unfair, and make it that you have to choose either your education or your family, your career or your life, cheat. Screw them. You don't have time to what does it mean for intersectionality between transsexuals and the black community? Who cares? That ain't gonna pave no roads. Ain't gonna employ no one. It'll employ this fat, confused person, male, female, we don't know, that their master's degree in social justice studies is somehow valuable. Good. You just literally enslaved yourself to this worthless, vile, disgusting human being over here who doesn't want to work a real job. Great. Yay. No, man. Absolutely. Higher academic composition. And then for those of you who were wronged, and you were wronged, where you believe that you could major in fluffy bunny studies and all these jokes of degrees. Well, the one skill you got is now you know how to write BS. And he's always looking for writing staff. So if you're good at writing and you want to work from a beach or the comforts of your own home, there you go. Alex is always also looking for people to do marketing. And so if you would like to go and work from a beach, I swear, man, like what? $9 an hour and I can work inside. Okay. What my days were when I was younger. Now, of course, adjusted for inflation, wages higher. I knew these weak young people. This one guy, he had a great voice, could record books. He was paid $25 an hour. Just all you had to do, dude, all you had to do was record from home. Nope, couldn't handle it. Family issues. So if you're not some WAP, not wet ass, weak ass, may I recommend you go and market or write for Alex. So the link is down below, academiccomposition.com. I'd ask for the leaders of our labor force and our corporate team to stop requiring college degrees. I would say, boy, somebody out there who's a good lawyer, you should sue. I don't know how you do it, but you should, like a constitutional law, something where there's a good argument that requiring college degrees is bigoted in some way, discriminatory, certainly against a poorer classes of people, whether the different races or not, but definitely it is to require all those years experience of which 3/4 of the degree is worthless. Oh boy, there's a way to do it. All right, there you go. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.